What's up YouTube, Demi here with a quick PSA video slash a informational video and a welcome to my service thread video. So, I need to explain a couple things about this as we go. But basically what's happening in standard is there's a bunch of people with legacy quantity bases, magic ones, right? And using a combination of two types of bestiary stuff, you can actually duplicate these items an infinite number of times. The only stipulation is that they have to be unenchanted or disenchanted. No enchant allowed, you know. If they're enchanted, you can't split them. Otherwise, you could duplicate the enchants, which is GG's like, no, you can't do that. You can still duplicate the base items. And so there's a bunch of people in standard who are, you know, crafting these infinitely. A week ago, yesterday, an hour ago, a week ago, 3 weeks ago. They're making as many as they can, but after they run them and make the duplication, they enchant them so that you can't copy them again, which is a giant dick move in my eyes, and they're doing it purely for profit, as you can tell. There's tons of these bases out there, and they're all putting them for stupidly high prices with enchants so that you cannot copy them again. They don't want you to make another copy because they're just dicks like that, and they're doing it for profit. Every single base is like that right now. Oh, I already searched gloves. Like they're doing it constantly. So they're making it so you cannot duplicate gloves, boots, and helmets. You can't enchant rings and amulets, obviously, so that's easy. But because of that, and that's pissing me off, so I'm like, I'm gonna open my own thread where everything is split. You can split it for free. You don't need to like pay me a fee for it. You can come to me and get a copy of any of these items in exchange for the beast that it requires, basically. So the way this works is you get a magic item with a stat on it. Doesn't matter. These are legacy quant bases, you know, so let's say we wanted to duplicate, I don't know, the ring, for example. Put that in here. We need to get a craicic chimeral, however you pronounce it. This is the imprint beast. So use that, and then you go make an imprint of the item. Your ring, your one stat ring. You have a 50% chance of success with this. So you get your imprint, there you go. That's basically an eternal orb, right? So that's saved. We have a saved copy of this ring. Now, we regal this ring, doesn't matter what we get, we got 11 strength, who cares? So we put it in here and we go to split it, which requires a fenumal plagued arachnid. As of right now, this beast is like 2x and this beast is like 7x in standard, maybe different based on whatever league you're in, I don't know. But you split this, which gives you half the mods on each item. So I'm gonna get 2 magic items, one of them will have quantity, one of them will have strength, and one of them will be able to be imprinted. The one that stays in the bench is the original. So if the original in the bench has strength on it, then the one that drops has quant. We can imprint the one that's still here back to quantity, and we have a second quantity base on the ground. So we have a 50% shot. Let's see if we get it the first try. I brought a couple just in case for the demonstration, but usually it's not too bad. So what do we get on the ground? Of strength. Okay, so that's not what we wanted. So it doesn't work, right? And to prove this, this imprint will not work on this base. Target item does not match the imprint. Doesn't do anything. So we can still do it here. I could imprint this back, but I don't want to do that because it's a good imprint, so I'll set that aside for now. I'm gonna do it again, just to show you what I mean. I guess, whatever, for the demonstration, we'll just do it again. So we already have the imprint, we'll just regal it again. Normally I would want to like Aug slam that so that I could get a triple T1 suffix base potentially, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So, get another split beast, and go split it again. We still have the imprint, so it's still there. 50-50 shot, try again. Hopefully it works this time. That time, okay, it did work that time. So you see how it's on the ground? Prismatic of Amassment, that's tier 1 quant. And the one in here is 35 ES. But this imprint will still work here. So now we have two 20% quant bases. And you can do this as many times as you want as long as the item is not enchanted. Which is the point I was trying to make. People are literally doing that on purpose. They're running them through like normal lab just so that nobody else can make a copy of them because they're that much of a dick. So at this point, you can just go regal the item and then multi-mod it out to whatever you wanted it to be. And I've done this quite a few times with my amulet and my helmet already. But you can just regal it. This is useless. It's just a shit item level base, whatever, it doesn't matter. You can then regal this, whatever you get, doesn't matter. You can then multi-mod it out to a full item, basically a 4 or 5 property item with T1 quantity on it. And then you can go run it through lab for your enchant, or you can double corrupt them. I see a lot of people double corrupting them. You can also upgrade the talisman or the amulet to a talisman utilizing Jorgen. Where is it? In Jun? If you have Jorgen, you can upgrade an amulet to a talisman. One of the talisman's potentials is like 8 to 10% quantity implicit. So you could multi-mod this into a fairly decent amulet. I think I have an example somewhere. Here, somewhere, this one. Something like this. It's just a multi-modded T1 quant base, right? And then you can just throw it into the talisman upgrade and make it into a potentially a 30% quantity base, or you could double corrupt it and make it into an additional curse max res amulet, something stupid like that, wrath effect. I don't know, there's a lot of other implicits on amulets. Quantity is also a corruption implicit, you know? But yeah, that's the goal here. So I want to open this thread. It'll be in my mirror thread most likely, because that's where I have my lab service thread, crafting service, all that crap's in there. So I'll just make another section there. But if you want to duplicate any of these bases, which I may eventually try to white socket these, I guess it doesn't really matter though if you're going to corrupt it yourself. But this one already has 2, so these are all decently item leveled. You can regal T2, oh shit, I'm on the wrong overlay. You can regal T2 resistances onto them. These are I-77, same thing. You can hit T2 resists, T1 everything else basically. The amulet's level 100, so you can get T1 wed, 50% wed, life, crit multi, crit, all that stuff. If you want to try to make your own mirror amulets, stuff like that, go for it. I don't care. I just don't want people to like limit crafting and like price gouge just so nobody else can have these items. They shouldn't be that expensive. So you could potentially get a copy of one of these and regal it, multi-mod it out for like 10x, 50% chance, so 20x maybe if you're unlucky. It shouldn't be that bad to get. But yeah, there's the demonstration, there's the talk. That's it. Links in the description. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. That'll be demi out.